Hello, fabulous people. This is the Together podcast, and this is the place where Sharice and I come together to help you get it together for your everyday business life. So we hope you enjoy.
Good morning, everybody.
Hello, Rich Rising, you beautiful beings.
I love Rich Rising. Yeah.
Yes.
And Grand Rising.
Yes.
So, all right. How was your travels?
It was good. Really good. Beautiful weather, of course. And just a lot. So I'm still processing.
Where did you go? Tell us all about it. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm sleepy.
It's too much to even talk about. I was let me talk about it later. I'm still processing.
Okay. All right.
I'm still processing. I'm seriously still processing. I'm also waiting on my computer to pull up. I figured it would do this. Take forever. So I'm not going to jump off my phone because the computer's moving so slow. I'm not sure how it's going to act even when it pulls it up. So,
okay. Well, the phone is fine. All right. So, did you have a topic for us to talk about today?
I did it offhand, but it was so good. I don't even want to go into the week before last one. It was so good. And we were supposed to do kind of like a continuation. But
you know what, in the new year, I think I'm going to not make my assistant, but have my assistant be on our calls and take notes for us.
Yeah.
I think that's the new thing I'm going to do with the new year.
Hold on. I took
and just kind of be our little admin, because I don't, it's like I be, okay.
2025 will be more advanced. But girl, the topics be so good. I get such good feedback on the topic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so the people are just glad to get the information.
Oh, that's so good. Good. I'm so excited about that.
Yeah. So
it's really nice.
Do you remember we talked about and we ended up going into another topic that day, but remember when we were talking about energy and people going through it, you know, lifing and people going through it.
Mm-hmm.
But we ended up on another topic. Well, maybe today would be good to talk about being a good support system, like being a good support system and then attracting a good support system.
Ooh.
And the reason why that is coming up for me is the last time we talked about this was, this is what it was. I mentioned that people were life tired. Remember that?
Yes. And that's still a thing. I was just talking to somebody, to a couple of people over the last week on being life tired. Yeah.
People are tired. And then it's like people aren't getting the rest and the rejuvenation and the refuge that they need, you know, to bounce back.
Mm-hmm. So much so that I think one of my kind of tenets for 2025 is going to be to rest first. And so I was just talking to one of my friends yesterday, and she was saying, I got to do this, and this, and I don't think I'm going to have a break until like the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Okay, I don't know if you're going to make it. Like I'm not being melodramatic here, because I've been talking to you the last couple of days and you ain't been sounding good.
Real talk.
And so I don't think we can keep taking that for granted, that I can keep going one more day. We
can't.
And so I think I was telling her, I think you're going to have to stop right now and take a day. And so what I really want all of us to do is really, especially as we go into 2025, is sit down and plan those rest days, plan those vacations. I call them do nothing days. We literally, you have nothing to do. Okay. You just rang to come in. I don't know how that works because I see
Well,
a
it's
picture
still
already.
connecting, it's still scrolling. So that's probably why you can't.
Okay. All right. Anyway, so you're here. If we start vibrating, echoing, then we'll have to do something. But anyway, all that to say is making sure I really want us to lead 2025 with rest first. Rest first, which to me is saying, I still want you to do everything you were going to do. I just want you to make sure you rest first and understand how that works. Because, like last night, so right now, y'all, I have so much work to do, and we're going into Thanksgiving week, and my house still needs to be prepared and cleaned for Thanksgiving. So I feel like I have so much to do. And so I had Monday morning, I got up at 3 a.m. and started like working on my work for everything. So 3 a.m. and then I worked a full day and then I was still trying to work. And then I noticed about 9 o'clock last night. No. From 7:30 to 9 o'clock, I didn't really get anything done, even though I was sitting in my computer working. And so about 9 o'clock, it dawned on me, you're too tired. You're doing that thing where, like physically, where you kind of walking around, but you're not getting anywhere or doing anything. So I was like, okay, you're doing that thing. You just got to shut it down and go to bed. And so noticing those things, noticing our cycles, notice how often you need a do nothing day. How often do you need to just go play in the streets, walk in the mall? Like, what are the things that make you feel like you're living your life? And put those on the calendar. And so for me, a huge thing that makes me feel like I'm living life and not just working and working and sleeping and working is live music. And so I don't know if I've been to a live music event. Patti LaBelle. Yeah, Patti was the last one when she came to Maple House.
Oh, wow.
She was so great. She didn't. She's like 80 years old for real. So when she was done, she was done. She was like, and I'm out. And so it was a quick concert. It was just funny because we were all like, is she done? She gone? Yes, ma'am. She is at her hotel by now. So, so that was like,
wow.
But anyway, all that to say is live music. And so I will put that on my schedule in the next couple of weeks. I need to do a live music event at least once a month. So really identifying those things that make you feel alive, that make you feel rejuvenated, and making sure they're on the schedule. And on the schedule first. Okay, so let's talk. A rest day. You have to have a rest day. You have to have a rest day.
Have to have a rest day.
Period. If you cannot rest the whole day of your rest, then at least 4 hours that you're just doing nothing. Okay. And some of y'all are going to have to practice doing nothing. I'm just going to sit here and do nothing. I'm just going to lay on the couch and watch this TV show or whatever that thing may be for you where you're not working. And I say that specifically because I know some of you guys will get on the couch, say, I'm going to just watch this and do nothing, but then you'll pick up your computer. Well, I could be like, responding to social media while I do this because I'm not doing anything. Well, that's the point. You're not supposed to be doing anything. Well, I don't even really feel, I feel so guilty when I'm doing nothing. Okay. You keep doing nothing until you stop feeling guilty about it. Or that's the work, like practice, because you've got to rest because y'all keep getting burned out. So work. Then you burn out. Then you don't get no work done for a month or two while you recuperate. And so it's like that old saying, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So if we take 4 hours, whether it's 4 hours on a Friday night or whatnot, and just do nothing when you're awake and aware and you can be rejuvenated by the nothingness, then that'll carry over the next week, so figure it out. So your rest day, your do nothing times, and then the things that make you feel like you're living life, whatever that is. And so for some people, like I was just hanging out with my girlfriend on Saturday, she loves just going to walk around the store. She can just go walk around Marshall's, TJ Maxx, or whatnot, and feel rejuvenated. And so
Yeah.
it's so amazing to me. Like, I don't understand. I'm not a shopper like that. So I'm like, I don't understand how you just go to the store and it make you happy like that. Like, and so it's so interesting to hear, but that's what rejuvenates her. She was like, well, that's how I
Yeah.
take my breaks. That's how I get
Yeah.
rejuvenated. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It works for
I
you.
can relate.
You do too? I didn't know that about you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I love to be around that energy, just seeing different items you can put together. It's nice to be able to buy something.
Uh-huh.
Even when you don't have a lot of money or you can I'm gonna tell you, when I have to shop for clients, it's really rejuvenating sometimes, but it's also like I want to shop for myself. And I have a rule I don't shop for myself at all, period, when I'm shopping for clients. But it is so rejuvenating. Like just to be in
Just
the
a play.
store.
Because I'll probably be like, one for my client and one for me.
Yeah, no. But that's how you get your butt in trouble.
I can see that. I can see that. Because if you shopping
Major
for
trouble.
multiple clients, one for them, one
Messing
for
the
me, one
budget
for them,
up.
one for me. Yeah, I get that. I get that. So yeah, but moral of the story, you guys, we got to stop playing with this rest thing. And
Yeah.
so rest first. That's going to be a
I,
mantra for 2025. Rest first.
for sure, for sure. I have a question for you. So let's talk about what burnout looks like.
It looks like different things for different people.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think everybody first identify what burnout looks like for you.
Mm-hmm.
So burnout for me looks like usually when I get off work. Okay, so this is the funniest thing. When I'm seeing my clients, when I'm in session,
Mm-hmm.
and I think everybody is probably like this, or a lot of people are like this. The gifting that they have, that they love their profession so much that when they're actively doing it, they don't feel tired, they don't feel the burnout.
No.
They don't. So when I'm actively doing therapy, like I'm in the session, everything kind of fades away.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell I'm burnt out when I don't have anything to give for anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when time I get out of session and I see my friend calling me on the phone, I ain't got it for him today. I'm not checking in on people. I even forget to call my mama. So
Mm-hmm.
that's when I don't when I'm burnt out. I
Yeah.
think I know it's sad because
You
I'm
be
just
fighting that. Girl, like, that's on me.
a girl, and I always like when you on camera, right?
Yeah.
And so that's what burnout looks like for me when I don't want to be bothered with anybody else, friends, family, nobody. Like I really don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and I think I will get irritable, but it's just irritable with more things. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but it looks different for different people. I know some people they shut down. Some people will start crying. Some people will just feel like the world is ending. And so, figuring out for yourself what burnout looks like for you, because burnout may not necessarily look like you stop working. I could still fully work and be fully burnt out at the same time.
For real. Because you're
Mm-hmm.
really on automation.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're on auto. You
Mm-hmm.
can do it with your eyes closed,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so
Oh,
yeah, it's
I'm
just
sorry. One other
definitely.
thing for me and burnout is I can't watch new TV shows. It feels overwhelming. Like people are like, oh,
Oh,
why don't you watch Yellowstone? I cannot. It feels completely overwhelming to take on a new
another.
character in my brain.
Now I can see that for
Yeah, I'm
sure.
like, no, we cannot. We can't do that. No, no, I need to watch the same TV show that I've seen 100 times because it's like I can't take the psychic load of anything else. Okay, go back to you. I'm sorry.
That's good. I think burnout for me looks like I'm not taking the calls that are
Mm-hmm.
coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're saying, I can't take any more energy, especially if I know the energy that is coming in, or I can assume.
Mm-hmm.
So, not wanting to make any more decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, please don't ask me to
To do not one more
do.
decision.
I don't have none. I don't have
Mm-hmm.
none. Right. So that's definitely burnout for me. And physically is when I don't feel like working out.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm burnt out when I don't have the energy to walk or go to the gym. I can at least conjure up energy to walk. But
Mm-hmm.
if I opt out of walking, I know I'm burnt out.
Oh, wow.
You know, like, cause
Yeah.
my walk is easy. Just, leave out the house and just go walk. But if I can't conjure it up for that, I know I'm like, ooh, I need to take a break.
Mm. Yeah. And it's so interesting because it feels like, and this, I don't know if this is just me and my friends or my circles or what I'm attracting to me, is that people are going from burnout to burnout. And it's not even a true recovery.
No, it's not
And
true.
I think the other thing is, I don't know if people are really um, changing. And so I would like each burnout for you to learn, okay, what did I do differently? Well, okay, I can't do that again. Okay, I can't do that again. And so from my major first burnout in life was when I was working 7 days a week when I was in my grad program. And so that's when I learned I need 4 hours to do nothing, preferably on Sunday night. Like that, like just we're not doing nothing. We're not prepping for the week. We're not doing nothing. We just
Yeah.
literally doing nothing. And so then once you identify, okay, what's that thing? Then put that in your schedule so that you never do that again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I never worked 9 days straight again.
Right. Yeah.
I can't do that. And so whatever that thing is, okay, let me not do that again.
Mm-hmm.
Learning your daily routine,
Mm-hmm.
what needs to happen in your day that you don't feel burnt out.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've learned I can only do 3 sessions at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 sessions, and then I need to take some type of break. 3 sessions. It's okay. We don't see the net. We just see you waving.
I know it's girl. It's all in my face. I'm trying to kill it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So once you kind of start identifying, okay, this is what makes me feel burnt out, then I really want y'all to work on it
Mm-hmm.
and fix it. So I really want sustainability in your life. And the only way you're gonna get sustainability is to figure out, okay, what is sustaining. And so seeing 100 clients, seeing, and then burning out and not seeing clients for 2 months is not sustainable. It's not sustainable financially, it's not. And so figuring out, okay, what's sustainable? What can I keep doing? And so maybe everybody needs to ask themselves the question today, the way my schedule was set up today, could I keep doing that schedule daily?
Mm-hmm.
And I think the other thing is giving yourself permission to change.
Yeah.
For some of you guys, you got to figure out what is that internal driver. Why do you feel like you're not productive if you're not working 7 days a week?
Mm-hmm.
Where's it coming from?
Yeah.
And so even if you got a work ethic from baby boomers, most baby boomers didn't work on Sundays.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That was kind of their sacred day. And so where did you get this work ethic from that's telling you got to work 7 days a week, 20 hours a day?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would love to see some stats on, maybe you can help me out with that. Like stats on how much single people work more than married people.
Golly, I don't know what that is, but I would
have to look that up. I'm gonna have to look that up because I know for me, it's always been a guilt thing. Like what else I got to do? I need to be working. I ain't rich yet. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I want to help people do this, and I need this, and I need that. Yeah. So I need to be working.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, it's not necessarily that it was a guilt thing. It was just like, but I ain't doing nothing else, so I might as well be working. Mm-hmm. That I know when I have been in relationships where my partner has had kids, it's been nice to have that force to stop. Mm-hmm. Like, well, I gotta stop because I gotta eat. Well, I gotta stop, or they need, I have to pay attention to them. And so that's been, I think, really grounding and really balancing. And so, I think that's a conversation for people to sit and have with themselves that, what do I need to add to my life? Is it a family? Is it time for me to add a family so I can bring in that balance? And what does that look like?
Yeah. What
So,
does it look like?
mhm.
That's really good. My bonus daughter, she used to be like, Reese, you work too much. You always working. And I heard her. I heard her loud and clear because I would be rushing to her games or missing her games, or sometimes she would just want to get up. She's like, I'm off today. I don't have to go anywhere. You got to go to work. And so I was like, okay, I got to take some of these days off so I can just. Sometimes she just want to sleep in and watch cartoons and cook breakfast and
Mhm.
stuff like that. And Saturday mornings I'm hitting it.
Right.
So
You were a stylist. That's your prime time.
that
Yeah.
was prime time. But one thing that we have to realize, especially as entrepreneurs, you are in control of your own schedule. You're in control. Like, you can't let the schedule control you or the
Mhm.
people control you.
Mhm.
They will do whatever you say do, which is why I always love those early mornings, because
Mhm.
I was narrowing it down where I could get to work and get back home by the time she got moving around.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, that's why I stick with early mornings. Girl, it's days that I will have my work done, clients out the way, and people just starting to move around, and I'm free to do
Mhm.
whatever I want to do.
That's
So if
good.
I need to be at another meeting, because that's a whole transition. If I'm
Mhm.
doing hair or got a photo shoot or something, and I need to go to a business casual meeting, and change the way I look and
Mhm.
up my game, it's like, okay, I got to have time to change clothes and fix myself up so I can go
Yeah.
in as a businesswoman and not a stylist.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good. And what I learned from you, and I've told other people what I've learned from you, is that the power of controlling your own schedule and that your clients will come.
They will
And
come.
specifically, I think what I learned from you, not only will your clients come, but those clients are going to be better suited to you.
Mhm.
Because I remember you saying it's only a certain type of woman who's going to get up and get her hair done at 4 a.m. in the morning.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
that's the woman that I want to deal with. And you're
Yep.
right. You're
Mhm.
right. Because I
Yeah.
remember I was like, I was on the phone with my friend Samantha, and I was like, I need a stylist that like works early in the morning so I can get in and get out my way. And she was
Yeah.
like, I think Nicole got a stylist to start at like 4 a.m. Wait, what?
Mhm.
Okay, give me Nicole's number so I can get that stylist. And so I just, so for all of you guys out there who are like, what if I change my schedule, my clients will go away? Or if I change my schedule, I'll be broke. Change your schedule, do what you got to do. You're gonna attract a whole new set of clients
Yeah.
that's going to be a perfect fit for you, and
Mhm.
they will seek you and find you out for that.
Yep.
So I had
For
to go
sure.
through Samantha and Nicole to get to you. Okay, but
Mhm.
that's the one for me because I feel
Yeah.
like I can't get a stylist to start early enough so I can get my hair done and get out the way and get back to the house
Yeah.
and on with my day. Seeing my
Yeah.
clients, how about that?
Real talk.
So
Real talk.
remember that. And the same thing. So your timing will
Mhm.
help pick the perfect client for you. Your pricing will also pick the perfect client for you. And so, because I was recently talking to somebody, a client. So I think it was a coaching client. And we were talking about raising their prices. And they're like, but I don't want to price myself out of my demographic. Okay, but what about the demographic we're gonna price yourself into? It's not just we're
Mm.
leaving this group. Where are we going to? So let's shift. Where am I going to? What's this new demographic that's going to be the better fit for me? And so, seeing your pricing and your timing is a way in which you attract the perfect clients to you.
Mhm.
So like just keep that in mind, especially as we're going into New Year, and you guys should be y'all should be reviewing your businesses,
Yeah.
reviewing your hours, reviewing your pricing, figuring out what you need to do to get a good,
Yeah.
to increase your numbers for next year, to grow by 15%. And so, one of these things I want you to do also, what schedule is going to serve you better? Do you need to go down to working 4 days a week when you've been working five?
Yep. Mhm.
I was just talking to a client and they're working currently 3 12s, and they're like, this is amazing. Being off 4 days a week is what?
What? Bro, you better control your schedule, honey. It is
Yes,
amazing.
it is amazing. So,
It's everything.
and those of you guys, there's a coach, Dan Sullivan. Dan Sullivan talks about having 3 work days, 2 prep days, which is the day you would, I think he calls it like 3 money making days, and then 2 prep days, and then of course 2 rest days to just be off and just rest. And on the prep days, you're like writing your blogs, you're maybe collecting all your payments, you're doing all of the things, all of the behind scenes on those prep days. He's also real big about practicing for whatever you're supposed to be doing on those money making days. So that's a really good concept. I really like him talking about that. Yeah. So, but yeah, if there's a will, there's a way.
You said practice days.
Days. So like, cause he did a lot of speaking. And so he really believed that you should really like practice what you're talking about and speaking. So definitely I agree with that. You do so much better when you've just at least gone through your information at least one time. So wait, something else I wanted to say. This mindset that if I make changes, it's going to all fall apart. Yeah. And so
I'm a big believer that people love change. They want change. And I don't mean real quick. They want change. And sometimes the only change that they're going to get is your change. I have a client, baby, when I say that, lady, I'm afraid of change. And if she saw this, she know I was exactly who I was talking about. But she said, "Oh no, we don't have to change it." I was like, "We're changing it," and that's when you get really good and solid and certain about your skill set and your craft and your gift. When now we changing. It's time for change, and you're gonna like it, and you'll get used to it. And on the other side, they do, but you have to be confident enough and certain enough to manage while they are going through their, oh my God,
craziness, freak out.
Yes, the freak out. So, and I'm good at that. I'm good at the freak out. Go ahead, freak out. It's okay. You'll be fine. You're going to love it tomorrow. I cut a lady's hair. I've done this a million times in business, but the other day I cut a lady's hair off. I'm good at this. Cut these off. Cut them off. For certain people, go get you some locks or cut these off, because people wonder why they look so matronly and don't have that edge. And that is one of the top secrets, to cut those sides off or cut you a little pixie or something. And she didn't understand. She went somewhere else and got her hair cut. And, she like, well, can you fix it for me? I'm like, yes. And I cut that thing off. She didn't even know what happened. She looked in the mirror. She's like, oh my gosh. Freaking out. I was like, it's okay. You get used to it. I was like, run your fingers through your hair and watch it not mess up. She's like, oh my gosh, my son. Oh my gosh, you're right. It's like I can't do anything wrong. Right. I know. Like, you wake up cute.
I woke up like this.
But that is a level in business that you have to be confident enough to walk them through the change. And sometimes it's a jolt. Like, nah, we're changing. Or you can't come back over here.
And I think, let's see, so many different little things I want to say about that. I want to say, know who your clients are.
Yep.
And then I want to say, no, and I think that also is going to bring clients to you.
Yeah.
Okay. So like a client like me, until my stylist is like, okay, we changing, I'm not thinking about it. I don't want to think about it. I ain't got time to think about it. And so I need my stylist. And so the stylist is like, what you want us to do today? I can't hang with that stylist.
Yeah,
I need the stylist to be like, okay, it's time for us to do this. Okay, like you did me. And we're going to sew in. I need you to bring $300 next time. Okay. Okay.
Super easy. And that's that trust factor. Just trust. Like, okay, it costs how much? Yeah, it's going to cost this. And this is what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I love my long-term relationships,
Yes.
and dealing with new people is a little,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
'cause,
Yeah.
now I don't take hair clients unless they're coming off a full, concierge or full styling. And I had a lady that I styled her for her photo shoot, her brand shoot, and she was nervous, like, but I was like, you said you trust me. So when I showed up that day and gave her what I thought she needed, which we had
Mm-hmm.
discussed, and
Mm-hmm.
she left me her hands. But she said after the shoot, she said, I was really nervous. I was so concerned, but it worked out perfect. I'm like, I know what I'm doing.
And I think
And
everything. Go ahead. I want to. Well,
no,
okay. Let me say this first. I think as a consumer of services,
uh-huh.
uh, of everything, services, stylist, coaching, whatever, learning how to trust the professional in the room.
Yeah, yeah.
And taking a step back, I don't know more than them in this area.
No, I don't.
I don't. So just let me go with the process. Let me think about the process. Let me go. Um, and going with it.
Yeah,
Just go with it. Just go with it. Go with it. Go with
yeah.
it. So, and I
I'm in
think,
that.
go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You good?
No, I was saying for everybody who doesn't want to change, I always think about Blockbuster. Okay, don't change. You'll be like Blockbuster. Okay,
Yeah,
don't change. For the
yeah,
rest of us, though, that would like to move on,
yeah,
that would not like to go out of business, you got
yeah.
to change. Like you
Yeah,
have to change. You have to be willing to embrace the newness, to stay
yeah.
fresh, to keep moving, to still be viable in a new market. Okay, go ahead.
Well, it's happening anyway. So you might as well
Mm,
find your way in the flow.
mm-hmm,
So,
mm,
okay, so let's take a lady
that's a
with
really good one.
style, right?
Mhm,
A lady who is stuck in a certain hairstyle and certain
mhm,
clothes, whatever. It's like you may not have been paying attention,
mhm,
but we're not wearing certain things anymore or wearing certain things a certain way.
mhm.
I'm not a trendy type person. I don't believe in trend, but some things just is what it is. Some things are outdated and old. And unless you are a very stylish person and you are doing this thing in a vintage stylish way, you're looking old and outdated. So if you don't shift with that, you are going to attract a lot of women talk about, especially Gen X women talk about, I always be attracting these old cat daddies. Well, you look like an old cat mama. I don't know what to tell you. So in order to
That's a really
attract
good for
something
me when I
else,
tell you. Right, right.
but it's easy to get stuck though. I
Mm-hmm,
found myself stuck in many
mm-hmm.
ways. And like, I'm gonna give you a trend that's happening right now. Like, have you noticed that we're wearing wide legs now? Have you noticed that wide legs are
Yes, yes.
everybody, men, women, small, medium, large, like wide legs are in.
Okay, good.
It's not to say that the leggings and the skinny jeans are not. It's just that it's the trend now. The wide legs are the
Okay,
trend.
okay.
And do you even know that? And
Right.
you're in such a comfort zone. Guess what? The wide legs are really, really comfortable. You think the leggings are comfortable, but if you want your little girl or your woman to breathe, you might want to get you
So why
some
look?
wide legs so you can be comfortable, cute, and breathe.
Yeah.
Because the leggings are super cool, but
Mm-hmm.
you need to breathe too.
Mm-hmm.
So there are benefits to trends, you
And so
know.
I love that you just said that, because if you're a person and that's not your specialty, that's not your area, you don't know that.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons why you would pay a stylist, why you would pay to have these people around you, is they're supposed to be paying attention to the trend.
Yeah.
so that
Yeah.
you don't have
For
to.
you.
So they can just say, hey, this is the trend. And so, like on the coaching side, I know I've been trying to attend all of the hey, watch the trends for 2025. So I've been trying to attend all the webinars, read all of the reports on this is what to look for in 2025, so I can tell my people because that's what you paying me for. And so making sure you have those people around you that can say, hey, this is what you need to be ready for because the tax trends are getting ready to change. We just had a presidency or upcoming presidency that's going to change. This is what you need to be aware of on the tax side with these changes. This is what you need to be aware on the style side. This is what you need to be aware of on this side and this side and this side. And that's one of the reasons why you're paying your experts and listening to the experts because there's no way you can get all of this information into you. You need somebody who's going to distill it down. So if I'm gonna study the social media trends and the algorithm trends and the business trends, okay, you got the style trends. Okay, great. Somebody else hopefully has the money trends. Somebody got the tax trends, and you need to have all of these people in your circle so that you can stay, above. And then again, listen to them, believe them. Let's just believe them.
Yeah.
What I think and I feel, okay, but they've researched and they're the experts. So
yeah. And I mean, it can be a collab. I think egos get in the way. Like, I love collabing with my clients because there are some things that aren't going to work for you that we need to work around. And that's fine. But I am just big on I cannot let you look outdated. And I cannot let you be outside of your, colors and body type. Like, it's just certain things that if you cover that, like hair, for instance, like you got your hair covered. Like now, that's not a worry for you anymore. You got your look. And as it's
put my little
maturing,
jewelry in, we get
yes. Like in a minute, you're going to be able to pull it up you can now, but just do different things and have so much fun. And that's a whole vibe.
I like my little
Put you on some all black and sachet on. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand. It's just certain simple things you can do to look and feel good. Now, it was something I wanted to talk about. What did I do with those notes? They went away.
Okay, look for those real quick, and I'm gonna just announce my. All right, those of you guys who follow me on LinkedIn, please. I have some events coming up, and so did anybody get on your page last week and answer any questions I told them to last week?
I did. I don't even know. Let me go see.
Okay, all right. So, but so those of you guys that are out there, follow me on LinkedIn, Natalie Elliott at LinkedIn. Find me on LinkedIn. Just Google me, Natalie A.N. Elliott. Middle initial A as in Aline, middle initial N as in Nicole, Natalie A.N. Elliott. Google me. You'll find me on LinkedIn. Follow me on LinkedIn. I am doing, over the next couple of weeks, a couple of free trainings about 2025. And definitely, I just got the quick start guide back. I'm so excited. Find me on LinkedIn. So everybody, in the next, I think I'll go ahead and put it on my LinkedIn page. No, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna do the event. So I have a bunch of events coming up. So follow me on LinkedIn, look at what events that I have coming up, and attend one of those events, and you'll get my 2025 quick start guide. It's so pretty. Like, it's so pretty. And so as soon as we just got to get it hooked up to the website, so that when people put in their information, it comes to their email. So it's like 2 more things to get done. And then I can start putting it out there. But follow me on LinkedIn, and so you'll know when I get that done. I might go ahead and put it out there today.
Yeah, girl. Put that thing
actually, we'll see. As soon as my person tells me we have it hooked up, and then anyway, I'm so excited.
Yes, that is exciting. Yes. I gotta go there and get on your calendar so I can make sure I got your events. I mean, get on your page so I can make sure I got your events on my calendar.
Yeah, too. So I'm doing so y'all, this is what I'm doing. So on December 21st, we're doing a full out private practice success workshop where we're gonna look at your life plans, your 10-year plans, your 5-year plans. We're going to look at what worked in 2024, what didn't work in 2024, and then how do we apply that to 25? What do we need to do in 2025? What the focus needs to be on 25? What your mantra for 2025 needs to be? Like all of those things we're going to get laid out on Saturday, December the 21st. So you have that going into the new year. I'm working on the workbook. I'm so excited about the workbook because I want this workbook. I want you to be able to take this workbook, to fill it out completely and have a blueprint going into 2025 about how you're going to make your business at minimum 15% more profitable and going into the next year. And so I'm so excited. I've been working so hard on this workbook night and day to make sure it's like a good piece, literally you can take it, fill it out, and you have a blueprint for the next year. So I'm really excited about that. Then because we're doing that on December 21st, I'm doing a lot of preview workshops. So at least once a week over the next couple of weeks, I'm doing a 1-hour preview workshop. Now, those who were on the call last week, I already previewed the information for you guys. So y'all got it first. And so that same seminar that I did like quick last week, I am like going deeper into that and creating all of those slides to do the preview workshop, the preview kind of webinar for the December 21st workshop, which is going to be $197. And so excited. It's going to be really good information. All of you guys who have a service business, you need to sow into this workshop for 2025.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. Did you pull up what you were trying to pull up?
Oh,
you forgot what you was pulling up?
On a million things. It was something about the timing and the pricing and attracting your ideal client. It was something about that, but to your point, so while it's jogging, my memory's jogging. I think that your pricing and the timing is absolutely, I think you're correct, because I had this was an embarrassing moment. I've had those in the past with that's all when it comes to pricing. And when I thought I was a big girl with pricing and charge a certain price, and then I had someone give me a whole $500 tip and say, "You're not charging enough. You work more than." I'm like, okay. And so many people are afraid of pricing. I want us to have, maybe that should be our next topic, pricing, because people are I have so many people who want to start lowballing themselves, starting business at this mature age.
Right.
This is not the time to lowball yourself.
Funny, because it seems like the people who should be starting lower are jumping up and trying to start high. And the people
who
high are jumping up, or jumping down at low. And so it's really doing a good, first of all, I want you to do a market analysis. I just want you to know kind of what can the market bear, what is the market bearing. Then I want you to know who your ideal client is. Who is your ideal client and what can they afford? And once you identify who your ideal client is, what can they afford, then make your pricing decisions on that. Now, mind you, in that has nothing to do with you and your feelings and your emotion. This is what can the market bear in general? What can my ideal client bear in general? What does my ideal client expect to pay in general? Why do they expect to pay that? So, for example, I expect to pay about $500 for a purse. I expect to pay that because I don't like changing out my purses. I want my purse to last 5 to 10 years. So I expect to pay good quality money for a purse because it better not break down. It better not change colors. It better not. It better not. The reason I'm paying $500 and I'm not going down here and buying one from Walmart is because I do not want this purse to break on me in 2 weeks because I'm not going to be back in the store. I'm not the chick that walked through the store to feel relieved. That's not me. I want to buy the purse. It needs to last me 5 to 10 years. I need to get tired of the purse before before it wears out. That's what I expect to pay. That's what I expect to pay because I expect to get a certain amount of quality. So if that's your ideal client, then you have to price accordingly for what they expect to receive, and then make sure you receiving that. Now, I just realized on my coaching program, and y'all, ChatGPT will run an analysis for you on your business and pricing and everything, and so for free. So, or if you pay ChatGPT for $20 a month. So make sure y'all are doing that analysis. And then a lot of you guys, I keep talking to people, and you really haven't sat down and done your ideal client profile.
Yeah.
And so I have one. If you need, I got probably 2 or 3 ideal client profiles, like I could, the worksheets. So get with me on LinkedIn, DM me on LinkedIn, and I will I'll send one to you. But you really need to sit down and say, okay, this is my ideal client. This is what she's upset about. This is what she's needing. This is what's getting on her last nerve. This is what she wants. This is what she's scared about. This is why she's coming to seek me for these services, for these specific things. And then you can really tailor your product, your service to that, you know? And so what we realized with what I just realized with pricing with the coaching program is that that I was specifically in this new coaching program targeting clinicians that want to leave their agency jobs. So if you want to leave your agency job, you make an agency job money. And so how much can that agency job pay? Okay, we figured out how much they could probably pay for a program. Now, how do I need to offer my services that works for that client and that demographic for that amount of money? Okay, so individual one-on-one ain't gonna do it. It's not gonna do it, not for that demographic. Okay, so a group coaching program is gonna be better for me financially and easier for them to afford. And so that's how I want you making your pricing decisions. Like overall analysis of the market, just so you kind of know. And then what does your ideal client want and need and expect to pay? I digress.
That's good. That's really good. And it's true. You know, I discovered that, you know, my clients like to feel special, exclusive. Even if they aren't quite there, it's like that's the lifestyle they want to live. So they will pay for the feeling. Right? They will pay for the look in order to get there because they do understand, you know, that their image is everything. And how they show up in the marketplace, you know, how they show up, who they attract when they show up. So that is what, you know, helps me with my value, you know, with my skill set. Like I know what they value. And how they look and feel.
Showing up with ease, not being bothered, not having to stay at the shop all day long. Like, you know, all of these things. And I'm studying luxury clients because I want to offer this retreat. And I wanted it to be a luxury retreat. And it's very interesting what I've been hearing the people say, the people, all the various people. One guy said, he's like, believe it or not, it's not that much different in the service. It's really just how you onboard them. And so he was like, most clients in this demographic, the one I'm going for, they have such a busy life. They can't even start a new program until 3 to 6 months out because their life is planned and they got projects that they're working on. And so it serves them well to be on a waiting list for you so that then they have time to figure out when can I start implementing this new thing and putting it in. And I thought that was really good. He was like, they at the beginning, they don't want you to be accessible because that doesn't even work for them. And then when you get with them, they do want you to be a little bit more accessible. And so you're probably going to have to change how you respond. But that's when you get with them, but you can do a whole waiting list. And so I thought that was really interesting. And just so knowing your clients and what they need. And so he's like, most of these clients, they can't take on doing something new because their plans are 1 to 2 years out, maybe even 10 years out. And so that was just very valuable information for me. Okay, what were you going to say? And then we're going to close it down.
Okay. Well, no, get to know your client and, you know, like who is the majority of the people you serve? Are you happy with them or are you ready to serve another scale client? You know, That to me is important because first of all, I've enjoyed the transition with my clients. That's been really beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, even some of my college students. I met a lot of my clients when they were just college students.
That's
I'm CEO. You know,
Oh, yeah, nice to see them grow. Definitely so. So, okay. All right, everybody. We will not be here next week because it's Thanksgiving week and I'll be
That's
running around
right.
cleaning my house. So, pray for me. We will not be here. And I'll see you in December.
Oh
And
my
then in
goodness, it will
December, I
be.
think we'll only have like 2 weeks before I'm out for Christmas holiday.
Okay,
So,
cool.
yeah, we'll
We got to
only
make it
be,
good.
yeah, so we got 3 weeks in December, the 3rd, the 10th, and the 17th. 3 weeks in December.
Okay, third,
Okay,
10th.
so I'll see you back on December 3rd.
Okay, all right. Have a good one.
Bye,
Enjoy your
everybody.
holiday.